Hello, everyone. My name is Katie Long, and I'm here to present my Self-Leadership Action Plan, also known as SLAP. So just a little introduction. I am an organizational leadership major, meaning leadership is a main focus of my studies, and I have learned a lot of different leaderships. With this class, self-leadership is what's being taught. So what self-leadership means comes with goals, and there are three goals: personal, professional, and academic. So just a quote here with self-leadership out of our textbook. Self-leadership is a process for detecting behavior towards accomplishing goals. So I have a few goals here that I would like to share with you all. My personal, professional, academic. Personal, more of a short-term goal I have is to cook more meals at home, and more of a long-term goal that I'm working towards is pursuing purchasing a house within the next 3 years. A professional goal is to get hired on a full-time with a company, hopefully in a warehouse type environment is what I'm used to, with a human resource role. An entry level would be great. With academics, with me being graduating here this summer in August, I hope to finish out my senior year with all A's and B's, as well as apply for grad school to get a master's degree, leaning more towards human resources, and hopefully to start that in January. So, evolution of personal leadership model. With the leadership model, I feel like a huge characteristic with leadership and self leadership with that is being diverse and a knowledgeable leader. Not only is self leadership important, but so is all leadership types, and knowing what leader you should be, all your different hats to work better. And with self leadership, knowing your weaks and strengths and learning from your mistakes. There's no way you can lead others without leading yourself. And being able to influence and lead yourself, you are able to influence and lead others as well, and hopefully teach them to be self leaders as well, and contribute to the company and build stronger, better connections with not only yourself but with others and your teammates and your coworkers. So, leadership action plan. So, with my leadership action plan, the three goals and with the SLAP, so the three things I need to focus more on is positive thinking and positive self-talk. Discipline, not more of the fact of learning how to discipline, but to have a healthy discipline, as well as imagine experiences. So going on to their strengths, here's a little bit of a quote here. So college students deal with stress arising from a variety of sources, such as academic, and employment pressure, which can lead to emotional problems, physical illness, and reduced academic performance. So I chose this quote kind of to show that a lot of our self leadership comes doubting ourselves. We can get really low with our self leadership because of all the stress and our academics, our personal life, academic life, professional life can cause a lot of toll on you, bring you a lot of stress, causing your self leadership to go down. And I think this is just an important quote to see that you're not alone, and it's okay if you are feeling down. You're able to turn around. So with these goals, putting aside and having goals that you're able to reach. I'm sorry, can help you become less of a stressful mess of a student trying to make it through life. So one of those goals is positive thinking and positive self-talk. With that being said, extremely hard on oneself. And from experience, I have a lot of negative thoughts, and I am hard on myself when it comes to grades and work and just personal stuff as it is. Using positive thinking and self-talk can really help with less stress, making me more happy, and just having an overall positive mental attitude, leading to better self-leadership. Discipline. Like I said before, not all discipline is bad, and it's okay to discipline, but being able to handle healthy discipline is what my main goal is here. Learning from my mistakes rather than being upset about them. Stop dogging myself over something little that I did and learning from it, growing from the experience rather than, putting yourself down and looking down upon yourself when you should be learning and growing. Imagine experience. This one is a big one. I think a lot of people do this, fighting with your spouse or thinking of an interview before you go in. What are they going to say? What are you going to say back? How is it going to turn out? You know, we're playing these fake situations in our head, and the solutions, the outcome for them, and overthinking can cause a lot of stress on us and bring down our self-leadership. And we can go into an interview feeling confident, but then we start picturing these situations, how things are going to happen, can cause us to our self-leadership to go down, and we won't do well because we are looking at ourselves outside, looking in on ourselves, thinking of all the negative rather than all the positive and our strengths that we have. Another quote here for you all: employers and employees should be aware of the possible depleting, I have trouble with that word, characteristics of self-leadership in order to be able to create a work environment allowing for the recovery and replenishment of self-control strength. So I think this quote's really, really important. So with self-leadership comes self-control strength. And I feel like people kind of butt heads with those two terms, when really self-leadership, we're learning those self-control, we're doing the strength. And self-leadership isn't just with leaders, the higher up in corporations and employers. It's with everyone. It's with all employees. Employers can't lead others and teach them to be self-leaders with themselves when you can't either. It's kind of like a domino effect. Being a strong self-leader, you can teach others to be strong self-leaders as well. Them looking up to you, they create goals to be something like you, making them self-leaders. And overall, it's just a positive domino effect, causing better employers, employees, and companies all in itself. So concluding my presentation, there's no doubt that there is a negative self-doubting theme with my goals, and something I'm working towards more positive, trust in myself, and being able to turn things around. With the stress of being a student, trying to find a job, and my personal academic life is hard, and it's okay though that it's hard. We're going to make it through it, and becoming a better self-leader will turn over everything. More positive self-leader makes me a better overall leader, to say the least. And with that being said, I would like to thank you all for watching. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Again, thank you so much for watching. Here's my reference page as well, and have a great night. Thank you.